All right. I want to specially welcome you to this webinar. This is the Millionaire Arts Manager University. And in this live webinar, you're about to learn how we pull in more than 20 million naira every 3 months by running ads for brands on Instagram and on Facebook. Now, the first screenshot you are going to see on my screen is how a client from America sent $2,568 straight into my GigPay account, and she said, "Good morning, payday. I have a busy morning, but the money is coming." And then this money was sent in, and it was a lot of money. In fact, the conversion was over 1,600 as at that time that this transaction came in. So the point is this: you can make a lot of money by running ads for businesses right on Facebook and on Instagram. There are a lot of businesses that are looking for ads managers. Ads managers are hot cake right now. That is why you need to get your writing part and follow this training from the beginning to the end. I have been doing this for over 12 years. I have an agency, and my agency is pulling in 6, 7 figures every month. We have projects that we do with foreign guys. You're going to see a lot of them in this training that we are doing tonight. This was a Chinese client that wanted to run ads to sell air in bulk. You can see a background, you can see air right here. I was on a video call with this woman who happens to be a Chinese client, and I closed this woman, and I was able to get paid, right, to run ads for our hair business. That is not just all. We have a client that has done 24 million naira after we set up an ad for her. So you can see that it is not just about the money, it's also about the results that we give our clients. I'm going to play this video so you can see what it looks like. Listen. Let's not talk too much, but what I can tell you is when this client was telling you right here that she did a 12, that is 12x of what she spent. She did over 24 million naira when my team ran her ads. So I'm not a newbie when it comes to running ads. I have a complete agency with amazing guys that are running ads on a daily basis. We are spending millions for our clients on a daily basis. This is over 4 million naira that was spent in 1 month on one ad account for my team, right? That's not all. We have another ad account here with over 2 million naira spent. We have a foreign account with over 1,490 $490 that was spent in a space of 1 month. So all these spends you can see here, they are literally in 1 month. So that's to tell you that we spend a lot of money. Now, how much have we been paid as ads guys? There are cases that have been paid 740,000. This is 320,000, and so on. There are a lot of screenshots. If you want plenty of screenshots, we have them available right here. So let's start. Why am I qualified to teach you in today's class? I'm qualified to teach you because this is my 12 years of doing internet marketing. I've achieved a lot of stuff, and I will tell you that, I started in 2014. I built 2 houses, I bought lands, I've trained thousands of students. I run a 7-figure agency right now. I built tech companies that are worth millions. Not just that, I've appeared on TV more than 4 times. I've bought more than 4 cars from internet money. So talk about somebody who did something very well for himself. I'm that person. I came from a very poor background. With skills, I was able to get here. So that's why we tell people that the skills of a man shall make way for him. All right. So if you learn the right skill, if you learn a skill that is in hot demand, I can tell you for free that money will never be your problem for the rest of your life. All right. All right. So this is a call that I had with some foreign guys. You can see some of them right here. These guys are not Nigerians. and I had this call with them, and it was actually on on this project. I wanted to run ads for them, and we were able to close Buddy and Michael. They are based in Australia and they are in the health niche, and we were able to do amazing stuff for them. I had a lot of other clients. This is an international client here. This is another international client here, American client, okay, that we worked with. This is the $2,568 that was paid by donor just for running ads. There's a high demand for ads managers. So that is why you need to be serious right now. Learn this skill once and for all, and your life will never remain the same. You don't even need to get a job anywhere. If you have the skill, yes, you can make your money all for yourself. Right? Some time ago, I did ads for a guy called Caleb. We spent I think more than 20 million, and he did 100 million naira in sales. These are some of the proof of the ads that I did for him at that time. Right? He traveled around, he won a Lexus with his guys as affiliate marketers. For those who always doubt if it was true, these are some of the payments that he sent into my bank account. You can see the payments. These are for service, right? At that time. I also did ads for a lady called Joy Agbim, one of the top marketers in the industry. And you can see what she paid right here. Over 103,000 was sent in to just run ads for her. I think this was a couple of maybe 1 to 2 weeks. So there's a lot of money in running ads, right? I want to show you my agency live and direct so you can see that this is not a child's play. This is not somebody teaching you what they are not doing. I run an agency, and I understand this game of media buying. This is my agency. You can see these are my guys. All right. Amazing results on a daily basis for our clients. So that's to tell you that there's plenty of money. Look at our socials. You can see that we're not playing. We have a lot of guys on our team, and our job is to run ads for people and make money and get paid 6 to 7 figures. If your dream is to earn 500,000 naira every month, I can beat my chest and tell you that yes, this is going to help you make that money. Businesses are spending billions on online ads, right? Most of them struggle to get results, right? Some of them try to do it by themselves and they fail. So that's why you need to be a skilled ad manager. Skilled ads managers are in high demand all over the world, like all over the world. So you're not just working with Nigerian clients, you're also working with American clients who you can make money from. Clients in the UK, clients in Australia, clients in Germany. People are looking forward to ads experts who can help them pull massive results in their ads. That's to tell you how important it is. Let me prove to you that you are going to be a hot cake in the market, right? This is passive income Anna. She pulls in millions every day. She said, I have a dilemma. I already do 1 million naira in a day with organic traffic, right? Sometimes more, other times less. I want to scale and start running ads. Who would you recommend and is good at what he or she does? She needed somebody. So if she's pulling 1 million naira, I can tell you that she can pay 500,000 to 1 million naira, right, for ads. She can pay that kind of money. This is Iman Gadzi. This guy is a top guy. And he said, I am hiring media buyers. I'm looking for experienced media buyers who want to manage my ads with an unlimited budget and get paid very well to do so. The compensation is uncapped. There are a lot of people that are working in e-commerce agencies in Lagos right now, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, and what they do is they literally set up ads for those businesses and they make money. We have done massive figures from this. That's why I'm putting it to you right now that yes, you can also make money by running ads for businesses. This is one of the top guys in the Nigerian space. He's now based in Canada. Just so you know that I'm well connected, and this is more than 12 years of being in this game. That is a decade and 2 years. I was with him in 2017. He was a top ads guy in Nigeria in 2017. And now he's still a top guy, but he's not in Nigeria anymore. So how much money can you earn as an ads manager? You can earn 250,000 naira to 1 million naira per month, depending on how good you are. I'm going to prove this to you that if you have 5 clients to pay you 200,000 naira in a month, you have 1 million naira in that 1 month. If you can get 10 clients to pay you 100,000 naira each, you have 1 million naira in a month. And if you can get 4 clients to pay you 250K per ad, you have 1 million naira. And I can tell you that there are clients that are willing to pay this. Do you want me to share the secret with you? Many of these clients are in the real estate space. They are in the real estate space. They are in the travel agency space. Many of them are selling expensive and luxury stuff on the internet. I have a brand that I work with right now. What I do for them is I run ads for them. They are into shortlets and they pay very well. So international clients can pay you $2,000 to $10,000, depending on how good you are, depending on how you position yourself. This ad skill is a skill that changes people's life. Fintech companies like OPay, MoneyPoint are looking for ads managers. Hospitals, health businesses are looking for ads managers. Talk about every sector. There is a demand for ads managers, people who can run converting ads on Facebook and Instagram to get results for the client. So tonight, I'm going to share with you guys the 5-step formula to becoming a high-paid ads manager. And I'm going to take this one at a time. And I know that you are ready for this experience. If you are ready, let me see you type share the secret. I want to be sure that the people here in this class tonight are serious minded and are ready to start making 250K at least every month by running ads for clients. I can shock you that you'll be paid this money. It will look like a shock, but the reality is people are paid this money. I'm going to somewhere along the line share some screenshots with you. You'll see screenshot of payments. You'll even be afraid because people are paying massively for ads. So just comment, put it in the comment section. Comment, share the secrets. Just comment, share the secrets. I want to see you share it. Oh, okay, amazing. So, what is step one? Ladies and gentlemen, step one is to learn the skill. You cannot make money for something that you have not mastered. Ads have changed. So you need to understand how Facebook ads work, how Instagram ads work. You need to understand how TikTok ads work, how Google ads work. You need to know exactly how they work. This is the foundation. Because without the foundation, you are going to go and pitch yourself. And at the end of the day, right, you can get a job and you can fail. And the moment people start looking at you like you don't know what you are doing, I'm sorry, you've already failed. That's the reason why you have to learn the skill very, very well. If you do not learn the skill very well, I'm sorry, you cannot win in this game, right? So that is what it is. So tonight, I'm going to do a practical demonstration, share one or two things with you, one or two secrets with you before we go into the other steps. So step one is let's log in into Ads Manager and get it done. Let me also warn you, there's a difference between running ads, boosting posts, and running proper ads. So what you are doing as an ads manager is you are setting up proper ads. I'm talking about ads that can convert. That is what I am talking about. Ads that when people see them, they're going to be moved to say, yes, let me go ahead and give you guys the job to do for me. That is what I'm talking about here. So let's go to Ads Manager. So the proper way to set up ads is to go to facebook.com/ads manager. So it's going to come up in a second. I'm going to put this in desktop sites because of the fact that we're using a phone. As at now. All right, so let me see if I should log in. So just wait a second. Let's wait a second. It is going to load our screen. All right, so let's wait. Guess it's loading. So while this is loading, you need to understand that every ads guy that is well paid, they are good at what they do. That is why they are well paid. Oh, these guys are asking me to actually log in. So I think that may actually affect the practical. They want me to log in. Let me see if I have another account that we can use. Yeah, another account. Okay. Let's see if we can use another account to log in. All right. Let's see if we can use this. This works, then we're good. Yes, this worked. So I'm going to go to facebook.com/ads manager right away. I'm going to rotate my screen. Let me rotate my screen so that you can see how big this is. So it's going to load the account. It's loading the ad account. This is called ad account, right? There are thousands of ads that are rolling out every day. One of the reasons why Mark Zuckerberg is so rich is because of the fact that people run ads. That is one of the reasons he makes bastard money, right? People run ads on a daily basis, and that is how Facebook makes money. Not just that, right? You're so aware, you find out that ChatGPT is even trying to introduce ads right now because they want to make money. Most companies, even YouTube, makes money from ads. So most companies are already tapping into running ads. They're already, getting people to place ads. That is how they monetize their platform. So once you get here, you click on create. I'm going to be sharing a lot of warnings with you. The first thing is this: ads have really changed. And now there's something called Andromeda. Facebook introduced, for some of us that have been running ads for years. Before now, it was so easy. But now it's more easy, but at the same time, it's also difficult. It's quite technical. So there's something now called Andromeda. What is Andromeda? Andromeda is an AI tool. What does it do? It is an AI tool that controls how ads is being done on Facebook right now. That is what Andromeda is called, right? So do not expect that you're just going to jump into Ads Manager and start running ads. If you are even part of the students that I mentor, or at the end of this class tonight, you are going to learn firsthand, step by step, everything that you need to be able to run high converting ads. So the first thing that you must get right to run ads for your client is to ask the client what the client wants to achieve, right? If a client wants to get leads, maybe for a class, a client that sells digital products wants to get leads for a class, so that they can sell something to them, then you know that what you need to run for such a client is lead generation. That is what you need to do for such a client. But if the client wants to sell, you know that the kind of ad you should run for such a client is what? Is a sales ad. Right? So you need to know the kind of ad that you need to know what your clients want before you start running ads for them. Right? Okay. So we have had some clients who say, oh, we sell expensive wigs and we want to focus only on Instagram. We want to sell. We've seen clients who say we want to boost our followers. Different clients with different demands. So the first thing to do is to understand what your client wants. So if your client wants to generate leads, you are going to use this leads part. If what your client wants to achieve is sales, you are going to use this sales feature. If what your client wants to get is your client wants to grow followers on Instagram, you're going to use traffic, right? That is profile visits and so on and so forth. So let me explain each of them. Awareness is for a brand that is in a location and they want to show ads to people who can remember them. Right? Traffic is you want to push people. Most especially, traffic does not work for you want to fill up a WhatsApp group. There are clients that will pay you 200,000 naira to fill up a WhatsApp group for them. Like they will pay you that money to fill it up. They will pay you that kind of money. Right? So you cannot use traffic for them because traffic does not work for something like that. Don't be deceived. Traffic used to work in 2010, 2012, 2014, but it doesn't work anymore for that kind of objective. Engagement, if your client is looking for, oh, we just made a post on our Instagram, we want to get a lot of likes, we want to get a lot of comments. Engagement is what you can use for such a client. Do you understand that? That is what you can use for such a client, right? So if you want to generate leads, right, that is, you want to pull people into a WhatsApp class. You want to put people into a webinar. Your client is looking for, they sell land, but they want to do a training first. You can use leads, right? App promotion. What is app promotion about? App promotion is used if your client wants to promote an app. There was a job I got some time ago in our agency, and it was to promote this Run app for a client. It's a delivery company, and we used app promotion. They wanted people to download their apps. Sales, if your client wants direct sales, which means you are going to install pixels and all of those things, set up a landing page, all those things, then sales is what you are going to use for your client. So in this class tonight, I'm going to do leads, right, for a client. So let's continue. Let's imagine that the client actually sells properties, lands, houses, and all of those things. And the client wants to run ads to sell. So how do we do the setup? Everything I'm sharing with you right now is just the basic knowledge, right? Though there's some advanced that I'm sharing with you already, but you need to know that if you want to be a full arts guy, you want to be so good, then what you have to do is to make sure that you learn. What you have to do is to make sure that you are under the tutelage of a mentor who knows this game, right? For somebody like me, our agency generates a lot of money, so we know our onions. So I'm going to call this land ad. Let's just say land ad. And so I'll scroll down, I'll go to show more options, campaign budget or ad set budget. Now, that's why I told you that there's some information you need to know as an ads manager. And this thing is, the more you practice, the better you become. If you go and collect somebody money and you go and waste it, they can arrest you. That is why you have to learn how to do it properly. You have to do some for yourself. For every student that I train and I certify, every student that goes through that, they have a project. And the project is to set up ads for themselves with their own money, so that when they see how it looks like and they do it over and over again, they can easily become pros. So you use campaign budget optimization, daily budget. Daily budget is an important thing. You don't show Facebook that you have a lot of money to spend. So I'm going to spend 2,000 naira. It's not that I don't have money to spend, but that's what you do because you don't want to expose yourself. The moment you do that, they can charge you a lot of money and your ad will just be flying. So you go to the ad set level, yeah, and then that is why I said you need to know what your clients want. I will still tell you about how we convert people, how we convert clients to work with us, because there are so many agencies out there. But there's a funnel that we use that actually gets clients to want to work with us. It's a very simple funnel. I'm going to share it with you along the line. So let me scroll down. See instant form. Instant form is being used if you want to qualify people. Qualification is important when it comes to lead generation. So you need to qualify so that your client will not go and be getting rubbish leads. The moment your client is getting rubbish leads, they get angry and they start complaining. That is why one of the things you are still going to learn is how to even talk to clients. In the times of problems, how do you maneuver? How do you find your way? How do you troubleshoot? Troubleshooting skill is the most important skill in this game if you want to make 500K in a month from ads. So I'm going to set, I've accepted the terms and conditions. Now, maximize number of leads. If what I want is I want a lot of numbers, I'll go for that. If I want those that may likely convert, I'll use maximize number of conversion leads. It's called conversion leads. So I'll scroll down. Now, let me shock you. Ads are now about creative. I'll tell you what this means. Whenever you see ads running, you see some ads, they use pictures and flyers. At the same time, you see some ads that they use videos. Videos are the most converting ads ever. Because of that, before setting up any ad for any client, we normally go to facebook.com/ad library. This is the place where we look at what is already going on. Don't ever run ads for a client without doing your research. This is research. This is called spying. You have to go and spy on other people that are way ahead of you, that have been doing this thing. What are they doing? So if my client is selling land now, I'll just come here and type land in Lagos. Let's see what is going to come up. See, land in Lagos. See, properties. So these ones are using flyer. These ones are using videos. It has a gym. Okay, key features. 5-bedroom, Ekate, Lekki, 2.5 billion naira. Elevator, home spa, home saloon, gym, cinema, central AC, 2 rooms BQ, 5 spacious bedrooms, walk-in closet, parking space, rooftop terrace, swimming pool, 24 hours electricity. So I can see what my other guys that are in my industry or the industry I want to sell, I can see what they are doing, right? I can see, oh, these guys are doing very well. So look at the property, look at the 3D images, look at luxury, look at how good it is. Those that are in Bedruleki, look at them. They are sending people to come to their DM, right? So I need to study their funnel. So the first thing you study is the test. What kind of test are they using? What are they saying in the test? Then I look at the video they are using. What is the media? And I look at the call to action, which is the funnel. Where are they going? These ones are taking people to their Instagram profile, right? They want people to go to their Instagram profile. Some of them will take people to their Instagram DM. So some would do WhatsApp DM. So you need to understand what works in that industry before you now start saying, "Oh, I'm a pro, I'm a pro, I'm a pro. I want to do ads for you." No, that is not how it works. So now that I've seen this, it's quite easy for me. So this is where we use ads library. So I'll come back here now. So I'll scroll and more settings. This is where you set the dates that you want the ad to start running. You look at this thing and you feel like, are people paying for this? They are playing. I have stars that are on salaries, and this is what they do literally for clients. So location is where I want to target. There's a secret about that location. If you target the whole of Nigeria and you're not strategic, your ad can fail. So now ads are now about being broad because of the fact that AI now controls ad. So if I'm using the whole of Nigeria, I always control my minimum age to 25, right? So it's now at 25. So I'm going to scroll down to placement. I'll show more settings. So where do I want my ads to run? If I stop my ads from going to all of these platforms, it's going to affect the result of my ad because now there's something called Advantage Plus campaigns. Advantage Plus campaigns are campaigns that are going to run, and when they run, AI will control it, AI will do the testing, AI will do everything. And what this means is you have a higher chance of result than relying on your manual effort as a human being. So I'll click on the next part, which is the ad itself. Anybody who is ready to run ads right now must have at least 5 to 10 creatives, 5 different videos. Either they are AI generated or you did it yourself. Somebody faced the camera, you look for a beautiful lady. Almost all the ads that you see, you can tell, you know for sure that they always use ladies so that they can actually entice people and attract them. The first rule of marketing is attraction. You have to get that done. So single image or carousel or video. Whenever you don't qualify leads for your client, you are going to fail and your client is going to be angry with you. So this one now, I'm going to click on this form. I can create a new form actually, but I'm trying to see if I can duplicate it. So I think there's a network issue. Give me a chance to share my screen again. Just give me a second. All right, so I'm back now. There was a network issue. So let me share my screen back. So I was saying that there are some questions that you should ask. These are some of the questions. That more volume, there is higher intent, there is rich creative. So more volume means you have a lot of questions to ask. So we have optimized and manual, right? So you set it to manual. I'm coming. Okay, you select optimize so that it shows to everybody. If you do manual, you're going to stress yourself. So in this case, I'll just do more volume. Introduction is what I want in the page. I can remove the greetings. So make greetings optional. So you don't waste the time of your leads. You have to save their time. The more you take their time, the higher chance of losing them, right? So I don't use conditional logic. I can ask all of my questions here, collect their email, full name, and when they are done, my privacy policy, I have a link for my privacy policy already. I'll put it here. I'll teach you that if you are part of our 30 days challenge to monetization, right? 30 days to making money with ads, right? So right here, I'll now put a link to the destination here and I'll create the form. So I ask some questions. This is where I ask my questions. This part. So I can enter some questions here, ask questions. So if I'm trying to sell lands now, questions like, have you bought land before? Do you want to pay all at once? Or you want to pay bit by bit in installment? All those things, right? What are you looking out for before purchase? All those questions are qualifying questions. So because I'm doing it for a client, I'll put those questions here and qualify the lead so that when they get to my clients will not be disappointed and say they don't like the ad that I did. So around the line, I'm going to add my creative. I told you you must have at least 5 videos to 10 videos to run ads. Now, ads are about testing. So whatever I teach you tonight is I'm trying to add value to you. At the same time, it's just a tip of the iceberg. For those of you that are going to be held by the hand for the next 30 days, then you have the opportunity to get more stuff and understand how to test. How do you test? How do you get the best of results with even 2,000 naira without wasting anybody's money? Is actually part of what I'm going to be sharing with you for those that are going to be mentored for the next 30 days. So now I've added the video. You can see I just did a test run. I added a video here. You can see the video I added. It's just a test run. I'll put the test here. Then I'll put a destination here. And I'll publish my ad. As simple as this thing looks, it's not simple because we do a lot of testing. We sit down, do a lot of psychology analysis, the leads. We test them. We see how do we get them to convert. What should we tell them in the copy? What is the funnel we should use? How do we design the funnel? Some clients will come to you, and the funnel they are bringing to you, it will shock you. You have to be somebody very good with funnels. That is why the first skill is what you have to learn. You need to learn how to test. You need to learn how to set up. You need to learn how to do creatives by yourself for the client. You need to get how to help them scale their ads, how to give them the best of results, how to troubleshoot where the ad is working before and it stopped working. All these things, if you do not learn them, you are going to cry. Number 2 is the moment you have learned the skill, you have to launch your agency. Now, people do not like to work with just a one man. So even if you are a one man, don't call yourself a one man. Position yourself, brand yourself very well. Set up a simple website and social media account, right, for your business. This is a business that can change your life forever. Decide your pricing. Now, I'm going to teach some of you that are going to be mentored. I will teach you pricing, right? You cannot just come and be charging 100,000, 200,000. There are things that you must do. There are offers that you must make. There are times that we tell people, okay, if you subscribe for the next 1 month, and this thing is swift because it's also on a subscription. You can get somebody, a client. We have a client that is still working with us to date, and we used how much? Just 200 naira to close that client. So we used 200 naira to run ads. But that was the cost of one of that client. Right? Some of them came, they didn't sign up. So now the point is there are a lot of people that are going to pay you. You only have to be smart with your positioning. Position yourself as a business, right? Register a business name. If you don't have the money, start from somewhere as a one man. Right? Position yourself. Don't register the business name first. When you make get your first 2, 3, 4 clients and you have some money, register a business name. Right? Decide your pricing. Now, the fastest way to decide your pricing is by looking at other people that have been doing it. What are they charging? What is the missing link? What are they charging that they are not offering that you can charge and you can offer? So get your first client. I'll teach you how to get your first client using ads itself, using phone closing is our tactic right there in our agency. So how do you attract high paying clients? There are organic method that you can use. People like to see results. When you run ads for the people that are close to you and they see the results and they see testimonies, they are going to work with you. You can get your own client in the next 1 week because testimonials sell, right? So when you start by getting your own clients organically, you will now start learning how to use ads to find a client for ads management. Now you are going to build a strong portfolio and case studies. We have a lot of case studies of people we have worked with, and that has given us a lot of money as an agency. Then you now learn to close the leads that come in by making offers. If you work with us, we're going to give you a free sales page. We'll give you 2 marketing videos and so on. You also have to learn to overcome objections. Many of them will tell you they can't work with you. How do you overcome the objections? When it's a big job or even a small job, but then you need to learn to overcome objections. You need to be a first-hand salesperson. You're going to go beyond one person at the end of the day to having 2, 3 people on your team, but you have to start with what you have. So you need to learn how to use effective sales calls to close deals on the phone. You need to learn how to send proposals, how to negotiate deals, how to sign contracts with clients. These are important. And then, once the job has been given to you, how do you deliver results? You need to learn how to clear how to set clear expectations for the result, how to communicate with the client on a daily basis. How do you tailor each campaign to achieve the goal of the client? How do you track and optimize campaigns? You need to learn how to maintain regular communication with updates. I tell my ads guys they must drop updates on a daily basis on all the clients that they work with. And this has helped us. I've never refunded a single person in these few years that we have been doing this as an agency. So you can ask for feedback to improve your service and how to retain clients. These are things you need to learn. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a shortcut that can help you become a profitable ads manager in the next 30 days. And I'm going to open this only to 2 people in this class tonight. Not everybody, please. This is not for everybody. This is for those who like graduates and looking for something you can do. You are you are in a job right now. You're not happy with the job. You need something that can sustain you and can make you money ASAP. Right? It's not ASAP that you be lazy. You are going to learn the skill first, and you're going to brand yourself. There are people on your WhatsApp status that will pay you for ads. All you have to do is to show them the results they have generated. We have plenty of results. You have a mentor, so we are holding you by the hand in 30 days. That is what this shortcut is. So I'm going to open this to only 2 people on this live training here tonight. If you want to be that person, comment, I want to be pushed. Where our job is simple. We are going to push you to monetization in the next 30 days, all right, as an ads manager. So drop that in the comment section. 2 people only, not everybody, please. All right, just 2 people, 2 serious-minded people. So I've showed you a bit of the framework and you have seen it, right? You have seen the framework right now. You are going to learn how to troubleshoot everything you need to start running ads for businesses and make money. Right? How do we generate 24 million naira for our clients? Those clients can never go. We have a client that is on a retainership and subscription. For the next 1 year, we make at least 1 million naira from such a client. Why? Because we know what we are doing. So if you want to be a beneficiary of this, we have a 30 days mentorship for you, and it's called the Arts Manager University, the Millionaire Arts Manager University. Now, what are we going to do? In a couple of weeks, in the week 1, we are going to learn how to run ads like a pro, how to set up ad converting TikTok, Google, Instagram, Facebook ads. We'll learn how to assess the best tools that we use, how to run the live campaigns, how to get the best results, how to track campaigns, how to adjust campaigns, how to scale campaigns for success. Number 2, you are going to learn advanced client acquisition. How do we always get clients? What is the email and DM script we use to land clients? How do we sell to clients? How do we build our portfolio? Now you're going to learn how to create high converting creatives, because you cannot say that you are going to wait for creatives from your clients. If you wait for creatives from your client, you cannot succeed, because you need to learn how to test. You need to learn how to use copywriting skills to grab attention, A/B testing, the best tools to create creatives, all those things using AI, and so on. In week 4, we are going to really learn how to scale profitable campaigns. That is something you cannot joke with. You cannot joke with this, right? You can't afford to joke with it. It's very, very important, right? Do not joke with it. So we are going to learn how to set up automated workflows to actually reduce manual work, right? That is also important, right? Very, very important. You also learn how to bid, how to optimize your campaigns, all those things. How do you retain clients? When you get a client, retainership is the best, because this is a client. If you get one client, that client can pay you for the next 12 months. That client can be on a product for the next 6 months. We have some clients that are even international clients. We have somebody, Pastor Bet, that we work with. We did ads for our gym. She has a gym wear industry, gym wear company. From there, we also set up another one for her right now for the church, for even our financial and accounting firm. So you need to learn how to build a relationship. How do you make a client keep coming back? So if you can generate leads for a client and the client makes money, the client will keep coming back. But how do you retain? How do you get the relationship? How do you encourage repeat business? Because you see, small minds will think, let me just collect money and set up ads. The big minds will think, how can I get this person to become a forever client? And that's exactly how you should be thinking, right? If you want to make money. Now, you are going to learn how to upsell additional services, how to manage multiple clients and workflow, how do you get the job done, save your time, how do you build a sustainable ads agency. You are going to see go beyond a one man. I can assure you they are going to still go beyond the one man and start becoming a, what do we call it? And start becoming a what do we call this? An agency, right? So how do you scale your agency, right? How do you build the agency? How do you delegate? How do you manage a team? These are important things that you are going to also need if you want to succeed. So not just that, exclusive scripts that you can use to call clients, how to follow up on clients, how to close them. A lot of things that you need to really know about building an agency. So now I'm going to give you bonuses worth over 450,000 naira. So if you are part of the guys that are joining the challenge for the next 30 days, I'll give you my international client attraction blueprint, which is how I usually attract clients, right? How do I attract high-paying clients that are international using Facebook groups? I'll give you top high-paying Facebook groups where you can find your own clients, all right? I'll give that to you. I'll give you you're going to get a certificate at the end of this. Hi, everyone. Right? You're going to get a certificate at the end of this, and it's going to be massive. Not just that, you're going to get access to Faceless YouTube income generator, which is going to help you, make money on YouTube as well, right? So this is massive. So if I'm to charge, I'm going to be charging 100,000 naira. But for those that are on this live session right now, immediately this session ends, it is not going to be at that price. You're going to pay 25,000 naira only, and you are going to have access to mentorship. This 25,000 naira, I want to beat my chest and tell you that you should just be ready to make 10x of this money in the next 1 month if you are serious. I'll repeat myself, if you are serious. So I'm telling you tonight that 25,000 naira can turn to 100,000 for you in 1 week if you are ready to follow the instructions. You are going to get your own clients and you are going to convert them and make serious money from this. So this is not a child's play. This is not something to play with at all. So for those that are taking action, just 2 people, I don't want the crowd. So I'm going to drop the account number in the comment section. Once we end this webinar, just know that it's not available. If all you have is your smartphone, yes, you are good to go. I use my phone now. You saw the way I was using my phone in this session. So if all you have is your smartphone, you are good to go. I charge a lot of money for this. So 25,000 naira to learn art skills and to also start setting up your own agency and start making money. This is the best you can do for yourself. I used art money to fund my wedding. I used art money to buy my wife a car, her first car ever. I used art money. That was what I used. So that's to make you understand how good this is. This has changed people's lives. So one of the things I'm going to do is, let me show you a lot of payments. I'm coming. I like to always prove to people that this is not, if it is somebody that has not made money now for me, you can say that they are lying to you. But just calm down. I'm going to show you the payments that have been confirmed by my team. So I'll just go to the chat that I have with my operations manager. You see all the screenshot of payments that people sent in. That is when our clients pay money, right? When they pay for ads. A lot of clients are right working with us. So let me open the chat. So look at the back camera here. See 30,000 naira. What did you see here? Ads. 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira. This is 1 week. All those ones you can see is 1 week. Let me open the big bags. 260,000 naira for ads. You can see 175,000 naira for ads. Being payment for marketing services. You can see 80,000 naira for ads. 25,000 naira. This is 1 week. 160,000 naira. 30,000 naira. 100,000 naira for ads. 50. 175,000. 85,000. 50,000. 30. 100,000 by Ifeoluwa Adeola for ads. 61,000, 50,000. These are the ones that I have at hand. 100,000 for ads. All these screenshots we cannot go and steal them now. See, they pay into the company's account. 50K, 50K, 70K, 100,000 for ads. 35, 100,000 for ads. 120,000 for ads. 50K for ads. 50K for ads. 50K. All right, 60K, 30 for 1 week, 50K, 50K. If this is what you are making in a week, this will change your life. 100,000, 100,000. We 262,000. We as a big agency, you can imagine what we are pulling. 110, 53. Just add all this money together. 100,000. You know what this looks like, right? 70,000, 60,000, 72,000, 35,000, 70,000. So just go ahead and make your payment if you are interested tonight. I'm going to close this after this session. I'm taking only 2 people. I'm so happy that we do not even have a lot of people in this class tonight. So the account number is in the comment section. Make your payment and send your proof. Send your proof into the group right away so that the admin can onboard you. So if all you have questions on your mind, I'm an amateur. I don't know about this. I've never done any online business. This is not an online business. This is a skill that will change your life. So it's not the random online business affiliate marketing that people sell to you. It is not. If all I have is a smartphone, can I do this? Yes. I'm not good with setting up sales page. You will learn it in the inside here. I don't know how to set up a website for conversion. You're going to learn it right here. I don't know how to get clients. You learn it right here. So David, I'm going to drop the phone number of my admin. Let me tag her. Can you send her a message right away so she can help you so that you will not miss out from this? So send her a message. So once this webinar ends, you are not going to see this at 25,000 naira. I can tell you that it's going to be at the same 100,000 naira for sure. All right. So those that are making their payments, send your payment in, and if you have questions, you can still ask right now. Anybody here, you have a question, just say hello and come on the call. Say hello, come on the call, ask your question before we close this. Just say hello. You can use your mic, ask the question you have on your mind. Okay, Kudi, please ask your question, please. Yes, good evening. How are you doing? Please go ahead. You can ask your question.
Good evening. So, for this ads manager, you said something about, is it weekly or monthly you charge people? Because when you were showing screenshots, said this service you only rendered it for a week. Is it that you do it sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks? I thought you have to do it for at least 2 weeks so that it will be enough for you to have tested out to have tried out different things for your clients.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Kudi. I appreciate you so much. So let me quickly answer that question. So if you run an agency, there are different people that will come to you at different times. There are people that do not have a lot of money, right? They can afford to pay 30K for 1 week just for you to set up their campaigns. There are people that are willing and ready to pay for the next 1 month. There are people that can even pay you 500,000 naira, right? Depending on the way you position your offer and the way you talk when they call you on the phone and the way you close them. So you have to be good with phone closing, which is part of the things that I'm teaching those that are joining the 30 days Arts Manager Challenge, Millionaire Arts Manager University. So what I'm saying is, if somebody pays for 1 week, because of the fact that we're an agency and we are good at what we do, all we need is just 24 hours to 48 hours to test. So if we use that 24 to 48 hours to test, so if we use Monday and Tuesday to test, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will now be as proper. We'll now give the client the extra 2 days that we use in testing, which is Saturday and Sunday. And if the client sees massive results, the client can even pay for the next 1 month. There was a first client we worked with that paid. There was a particular client we worked with that paid 30,000 naira first, and it was very funny that this client now came back to say, you know what, I was just testing you for 1 week, but since I saw your result, I want to do this for the next 1 month. So you can imagine what that looks like as a brand for us. So Kudi, how good you are determines how fast you can test. If I want to set up ads, I don't set up one ad. I do at least 10 ads at once. Once I do 10 at once, my guys monitor. Sometimes I don't even set up, my guys do the setup. They set up at least 5 to 10 and they monitor it back to back. They switch off the ones that are not working. They leave the ones that are working. They connect with the client, ask the client, how far on your end? Are you getting results? If the client confirms that yes, he's getting results, because we need to get feedback from the client. Once the client says I'm getting results, then they scale the ad and they increase the money they are spending. There are some clients that will send us ad budgets, the money for the ad to us. Because this money that is paid, don't think the money we are going to pay Facebook is inside it. No, it's not. We charge clients based on ad service and ad budget. Ad service is the money you are paying me to run the ad for you. Ad budget is what you want to use to run your ad. How do we convince them? There's a way we break it down when we are talking to them. So yeah, so that is that part. I don't know if I've answered your question, Kudi. Kudi, did I answer your question very well?
Answered my question
I
very
want
well. Thank you very much.
you're so welcome. So Ray, you can ask your question, Ray. You can use the
Yes,
mic.
yes. My question is, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, ma'am.
Yes, I have two questions. One of them is this art training now. Is this part of the training, like for us to be able to get like people that are in real estate, for example, we want to target diaspora people. So
Diaspora
this
people.
training is for the real estate business, for example. Is this training going to expose us to how to do that? That's my number one question. Then the number two question is, when you were teaching us, you said if every video to have like every ad to have like eight videos, sorry, I think six videos. But
five
I
to
don't
ten
know
videos. Because of testing.
how possible is that? So that's my question.
If I got your question very well, you're asking me
Mm,
if in the course of the training, which is the Millionaire Arts Manager University for 30 days, if you are going to be
mm.
taught how to target diaspora clients. Am I correct?
For real estate business, yes.
For real estate business. Thank you so much. God bless you for that. Now, this is it. The arts managers that we teach, they are not arts managers that can run only maybe one-way traffic ad. These are arts managers that can do any campaign. You are going to learn how to even do for e-commerce. E-commerce companies that want to sell health products like diabetes cure, cancer. No, cancer doesn't have a cure as of now. Diabetes cure, what do we call it? Fertility drugs and all of those things. We show you how to set up the ads for them, which is how to set up conversion ads for them. So how do you now run ads for companies that are into real estate? Yes, it's right inside it because our own ads managers can do any campaign. Let me take you a step further and go and show you the results that we have on our pages. So you see, I'm not a one man. I have a full-blown team. You see my team. So we do different kind of ads. This one is ads for, I'm sure it's not for real estate. This one. We have real estate clients that we work with. This is Rachel. This is Marvelous. This is our head of marketing. This is Michael, right? Also an ads manager on the team. This is Rachel. She's in charge of communication. This is what's her name? Inyolua. She's our social media manager in charge of that client, in charge of the project for ads. These are some of our team when we have our Monday meetings for ads. Right. So we do any kind of ad. So what we are doing, this 25,000 naira sincerely is too small. It's too small. But then the reality is just that when people see opportunities, some people feel like it's a waste of time. I know people that are selling 60K, 100K for arts management course, and it's just rubbish. So instead of you taking a social media management job, because there are too many social media managers out there, instead of doing social media management, ads, see, AI cannot replace you with ads because AI does not understand human. AI does not know us fully. There's some content you want to do that if you show your face, that's when people will buy. We are doing a campaign now. We used AI video to target parents in Abuja to bring their children to learn AI skills. They did not convert. The moment we used a small girl that said, I learned website design at this place and this is what happened to me, you cannot believe that it skyrocketed. We got a lot of parents reaching out to us to say, I want you to train my child. I want you to train my child. And it has to be online because I'm in Abuja. So you can imagine what that is. AI cannot do that kind of. So you are irreplaceable as an arts manager. You see all those social media managers that are screaming around. I pity them because social media managers, it's just a matter of time. Some of them are going to be kicked out. So you need to upgrade your skills. So you are going to learn any kind of art that you want to run. And that is why I'm also saying this. Our top guys, which are our art managers, they will also be in that group so that you can ask them questions. They are the ones working on first-hand projects. They know how it is. They go to the fire and the soup, so pepper soup. So they know how it is. So you have the opportunity to ask them questions. They are on the group. If there's any campaign that is not even doing well, you can even book a session with them and they can help you look at it, advise you appropriately. So this is a company product. It is not my product though. It's a company product. Right? As a founder, as somebody who has been doing this for years, 12 years now. So if I'm not good, I'll not put a team together. neither will my team succeed and have a lot of clients. I showed you guys a lot of proofs. So you see, we make cool money, cool cash, right? All from running ads as an agency, not as a one man. So as a one man, you can start, but you eventually scale. Sometimes it can just be your sitting room, right? That you could start somewhere. I started somewhere too. At the end of the day, now coppers that serve in our agency, they serve in our marketing agency. So that's to make you understand what can happen at the end of the day. So this is a skill that you have it to yourself. You can teach people, make your money. That's one. Can offer the service, make your money. Two, you can decide that you want to focus on real estate company alone. You can decide that you want to focus on those that sell bags and shoes on Instagram alone. You can decide that you want to focus on those that do travel agency. There are a lot of people. Their Instagram, they are just posting every day. They're not making sales. They need ads managers. So I'm sure I've helped you. Ray, I answered your question successfully. Now,
So the second one about the creative.
what's the second question, please? Ray.
No, asking if how possible is it to use switch to these videos in one ad.
How possible is it to use these videos?
Yes, yes.
100% possible. There's something now called Test Creative. It was introduced by Facebook, right? It was introduced by Facebook. So there are two ways. Before now, we usually do manual, which means that we do it by ourselves. But now they have introduced Test Creative. With Test Creative, you can set up all your ad in one ad set, and it will go live. And so the algorithm will now start looking at the ones that is doing very well and spend more of your money. That is why it is called campaign budget optimization. It will now spend that your money on the ads that are doing well and leave the ones that are not doing well. Leave. So that's the major reason why, if you want to be good, you learn from people that are doing it, not those that said I've done it before. No, those that are doing it as at now. Tomorrow is Monday. I have a meeting with my team. We resume to the office. We do ads as if we are 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Just so you understand how powerful this is. So I think I've answered your question, Ray. It is very, very, very possible, which is part of the things you are going to learn if you are part of the Millionaire Ads Manager Challenge for the next 30 days. Very interesting. All right. So I
Thank
think
you
I've
very
answered you now. You're
yeah, thank you so
welcome.
much.
Thank,
This
thank you
30 days,
so
is
much
it
too.
the 30 days, is it going to be daily? I don't even, or some of us
Okay,
we
30
work.
days. This is what the 30 days is. 30 days does not mean that the course is going to expire in 30 days. No. When you join, you have access to all the videos like you are going to log in. You have access to a course you can take at a self-pace. So in that 30 days, the goal of the 30 days is for you by fire by force. We want to challenge you to get your own first client in that 30 days. You get what I'm saying? So within that 30 days, we'll tell you what to do. Today, oh yeah, you have taken the videos. Go and set up your own ad and submit your report. Teachers are there. They will look at it, tell you you didn't do well here, you did well. This is what you should correct. So in that 30 days, we want to perfect your skill. You can run different campaigns, right? You can ask questions, you have access to mentorship. So after that 30 days, we are not closing the group. The group is open, right? So that's the group where we have all of our ads managers. So the group is open for a long time. So that 30 days is just the 30 days for you to get a client. We want to challenge you because we don't want you to learn a skill and go and sit down and say, I learned the skill after all. No, we don't want it to be another load of information overload. We want you to be practical and actionable because we want you to go and get clients. So that's what we want you to do. So that's what the 30 days is. Have I answered you? Wait, have
Yeah,
I answered?
thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. We hope it was worth your time. So this is over 1 hour. So go ahead now. After making your payment, drop the proof right here. You don't want to miss out on this. This is more like a giveaway. I am giving you a guarantee. This 25K will turn to more than 250,000 naira for you. All right, write it down somewhere. If you are willing to follow the instruction, you'll just be shocked. You set up an ad and one client comes in. and you close them. We'll give you our phone call scripts that we use. So I should be charging 50K. I don't want to talk too much. I should be charging 50K, 100K for this. So for 25K, you're going to have access to this for the next 30 days, and you come back and say thank you. I can assure you of that. So I'm going to allow this stay open to 9:40. 9:40. If 25K is too much for you to invest in yourself, you need to go and change your mindset. You need to really go and change your mindset. 2026 is almost gone. Learn a skill. It is not all these AI generate video, generate all these things. Ogbeni, all those things. Learn how to run ads and build a kingdom and build an empire for yourself. It's just a matter of time. You're going to be a pro. 30 days, just follow the instructions, and I can assure you of results. The account details is here on the group. Ray, the account number is here on the group. I've dropped it again. I'll pin it on the group too, so you can see it at all times. So 9:40, we're going to close this offer and it's gone. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice night, and God bless you and your family. Bye for now. I can't wait to have the special ones that are taking action right in our special community. God bless you. Bye for now.